after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That is caught. And the Dolphins are getting a first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Ready.
They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Chris Brooks. Touchdown, Dolphins. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The extra point is good. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here comes Shakir. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and long. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got room past the 25. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 8.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play here in the big game. A gain of 48.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure.
Come on.
He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive moving.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Here's a designed run. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
The extra point is good. The Vikings are on the board. It's now 14-7. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He will find his man. That's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's taken down after a gain of 9. And third down coming up.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll throw here on 3rd and 2. It's out wide to Williams. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man downfield is Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Sack. High ground 18. Go.
On the ground, it's Mostert. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Trey Greenlaw in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Half to 60. Half to 60. Warriors 70. Hut, hut.
They're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 rattle. 18 rattle. Street. Street.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of it. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 60. Touch.
Quickly out to Jefferson. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's the run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
Bronco 80. Ready.
He's got the tight end nailed. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal, and he
Gets it wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Now the try for an extra point. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They will start it on the ground to run that ball. Oh, a loose football. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that ball. And it'll bring up second down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
19,
2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let's go.
Finding his tight end there. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Cougar. Ready, go. Rig.
Moss
Rig.
in motion.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now Kevin O'Connell will send out the field goal unit. This from 40 yards out. This one is good. He knocks it through. So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hanson. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Back to 80. Come along. Watch the bullet.
Third quarter begins with a run. The ball comes out.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
It is 2nd and 9. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. Not much doing on this return. Good coverage. his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line.
Ready up. Steady.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field, trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Get it. Cowboy, go.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum instead.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and go for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
15-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Hurt. Go, go, go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Third down. 3 to go.
Hey, go steal. Ready. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Down by nice spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Dolphins are going to open up the lead to 8. The kickoff team is out of the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. We'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Got it. Ready. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Track 60. Here we go. Here we go. Front row 80.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On the ready.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
18. Hurt.
And in motion, it's Diggs.
Mustang.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Dick down. Cougar 19. 19 Wyatt. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Taken in. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. That was something else. Big pickup on fourth and long. And they get a new set of downs.
Ready.
Handoff here. The middle. They converge on quickly. We'll only get a couple. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down.
Drop 60. Drop 60.
This one brought in by Hawkinson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Ready up.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Get it. Ready up.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Staying out there for this fourth down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Warrior, 70.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. The sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on fourth down. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on fourth down.
Got it. Ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
In motion, it's
Panther
Jefferson.
60. Panther 60.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Front row 80. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
On the set.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal.
Kennedy Lyons.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And even though it's second down, the field goal unit is coming up. This, about as short as you can get. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Come on. Set. Bronco switch. Bronco swing it. Let's go.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will drag his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. So he finds the space and breaks the plane for the touchdown. Greg, there are certain quarterbacks who just have a knack for that old school play.
That play call sheet gets a lot easier, Mike, when you have not only a quarterback, like you mentioned, who has a nose for the end zone, but an offensive line that can continue to get such a consistent push. You put those two things together, I think he should call it every single time he finds himself on the goal.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as fast. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll look to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. Boom is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. And even 50 yards.
Ready up.
Here's first and 10. A run here with H.M. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the fourth from Santa Clara after this.
Solo 3 puntos, muchachos.
from the 22 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. And now he loses the football. I think the Dolphins are going to be able to hold on. And indeed, they will keep possession.
So even though they avoided the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he let him a bit too much. Pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Forced to his right. Down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
The key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Dolphins are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Broncos. Warriors 70s.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
19, 18. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
In motion, it's Jefferson. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Ready, set.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Stephanie.
Here's Hawkinson in
19.
motion.
Go.
Here's Kira. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Going right, it's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. The give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps him short and picking up the first down.
Ready, right?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call. It's a great job for this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball.
Brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Got it. Ready from the 31. Here is second down and 9. They'll look to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go. 18, Panther 11. Panther 11. 18, Rodley. 18, 65. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let go.
They'll run. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
spot here for the Vikings. They'll try to add on the two-point conversion.
Will line up for the
79 Broncos. 18, hide it. Ready.
Back to throw. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a two-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Moving left. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction. He's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd and 5. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar Knights, let's go.
Well run with Achane. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That's Carlton Smith on the right side. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Here we go, set.
At the 43-yard
Pat the
line.
60, pat the 60. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
On the ground, here is Achane. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game. It is 2nd and 6. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And for the first time in more than a half century, at the Super Bowl 8, the Miami Dolphins are back on top as Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
Commissioner Goodell atop the podium, set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Miami Dolphins, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'.